Hey, this is Ms. Hepworth. This is Monday, November 30th, and I just want to introduce you to the assignments for the week, as well as talk to you about what's going to be on the meets. So today, I went over Google Meet expectations. I also went through the various assignments for the week. Tomorrow, I will invite you to come to the meet if you have questions, but if not, feel free to use that time to work independently. Also tomorrow there is an assignment that's due, climate change agreement, which I will be discussing momentarily. On Wednesday on the meet, I will be doing a demonstration on greenhouse gases, how they essentially keep the energy or the heat. On Thursday, once again, use that as an opportunity to work on assignments that are coming due. Specifically, the activity, what is climate change? Because it is due on Thursday. And then on Friday, we'll wrap up our discussion on climate change, and we'll start discussing the unit test, which will be on Thursday of next week. Right now, I'm looking at the platform. Once again, we're in the week 7 human impacts folder. It has today's date and Fridays. The first assignment that you will find is actually one that you may have already done. If you did this before Thanksgiving break, that's awesome. If you didn't, I'm giving you an additional opportunity. So you'll make a copy. And essentially you're reading this article, and it discusses how the United States decided to end this agreement with several other nations across the world concerning climate change. We have been a country that has been monitoring essentially our outputs of greenhouse gases. And we have decided, based upon our current president, to lead this agreement. So it discusses some of those consequences and some of those ideas behind why we would leave. And then at the end of the article, there is a few questions. And if you would, just take the highlighting tool and go ahead and select your answer using the highlighting tool. And I'm not going to tell you which one, but you can easily go to the highlighting tool and choose whichever statement you believe is correct and choose the yellow color. Okay, so there's 4 questions in total. Once you're done, create a shareable link and then submit it. Another item on the platform that I want to make sure that you read is the article on air pollution. As you read through the article, please go ahead and once again annotate using the highlighting tool. You can also let it read to you. Some of the highlights of this article, it discusses air pollution indoor and outdoor. Our focus will definitely be on outdoor. This is kind of an introductory article into climate change. So, a few paragraphs that you should probably take special note of are the ones concerning the human population and its effect on air pollution. Essentially, it discusses the different greenhouse gases that essentially increase the temperature worldwide. So carbon dioxide is a warming gas, along with methane, nitrous oxide, and then fluorinated gases, or gases that contain fluorine. So those are some of the material that I think you should take note of. Also, this graph, I would highly recommend you making sense of or coming to the meet with questions. So that is the air pollution reading assignment. There's nothing that you need to submit. You just need to make sure that you read it and understand it. The last assignment on the platform for this week is what is climate change? So what you'll do is you go ahead and click this, and it will open up a Google Doc that looks something like this. You'll go to this website and you'll explore it. You'll scroll down on the website and you'll come to an area that has these 4 circles. Essentially, when you click and hover over these 4 circles, there's a question, and then if you click on it, it'll take you to a new website. I'll show you what that looks like. And so when you get to the website, it looks something like this, where it has different rates of carbon dioxide, the global temperature, and Arctic ice. You scroll down, you get to the 4 circles that I was talking about in the Google Doc. And essentially what you're going to do is click on it, and it'll take you to a new page with information and an answer to the question that appeared. So I know there is a lot of information here, but I want you to kind of scan through it, get the gist, and try to make sense of it in your own words. Answer the question. And the question that I'm referring to is the question that's in the chart. Okay, so that was not the one that I wanted to show you. I'm sorry, just a minute here. As you can see, I have a lot of Google Docs open. All right, so when looking at the assignment, you'll answer the questions. So the one for evidence: how do we know that climate change is real? Why is climate change happening? What are the effects of climate change? And what is being done to solve climate change? So you'll answer all 4 of those questions, and then you'll answer these 3. So what did you learn about climate change? So that's a very open-ended question. Give me a couple sentences as your answer. And then 5, you're looking for some sort of chart or graph that you saw when investigating those 4 questions that helps you understand climate change. You'll copy and paste that graph into the assignment submission. And then the last part is, what questions do you still have? So what doesn't make sense? All right. So that essentially sums up what we are going to be working on this week. If you have any questions, feel free to get on a meet on Tuesday or Thursday, message me on PLP, or send me an email. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Bye-bye.